Hello and welcome to our Alliance Treasure Hunt next video, where we'll continue through the battles 31 to 35. And now let's begin with the very first battle after we finish this boss fight. Now, just going into battle, and as you see, very small army is against us. What we need to do is to summon our troops to remove the cannon as fast as possible. We're gonna be safe. So you can do this many different ways, because enemy doesn't have a cavalry here. You can put it something like this, for example, the old-fashioned version. And I would highly suggest using exactly this, but you can also put something else. It doesn't really matter. This battle is very easy. On the harder battles, this layout matters, but what matters the most in all of this is the troops that you're using. This extra summon troops, and how you use them is the most important. Now, here, as fast as I start the battle, Jaguars drop. That's it. No cannon, and then you can basically chill, because nothing can happen there anymore. So cannon was the only thing that was very important to take out, and the next wave we have 3 infantry against us. So that's it, next wave, let's go for it. As you see, because we took out the cannon fast, we have still 10 infantry saved, 9, and even 7 more, so impossible to lose here. Now we're going by archers. I put mine archers just because I have those 4 squares empty all the time here. But even if you don't put them, it doesn't make any difference here, because you're still gonna win it anyway. So what you want to do in the second wave, just bolster your troops. Okay. I had a bit of a lag, sorry. And yeah, just summon them from the sides, which troops you want to save more. And that's it. So through the course of this battle, we only lost infantry. Infantry is restoring very fast, so it's okay. A few things you need to know. Treasure hunt is completely teamwork, and don't forget to donate your compasses. If you don't have time to play, always donate them here. Don't keep them to you, because here it doesn't matter. Really, it does not matter if you finish the first one. For example, level 1, level 2, or level 3, if you finish the first one, if you finish the last one here, it makes no difference. Because for this internal ranking, you get no rewards. So this basically does not matter. What matters is that you do all of the encounters available throughout the week, and your group effort, that is what's really important here. Now, as you see, my alliance is now on the top, but it can fastly change, so it's always about this teamwork. And the more compasses you donate, like as I told you in the previous videos, by the bases, 10 compasses each, but somebody donates more, somebody donates a little bit less. Okay, it depends on how much time you have to spend in the game, but to log in and to donate compasses take you literally 1 minute, so I don't see a problem there. And the faster the more you donate, if you don't have time to play, the more you help your alliance to stay competitive. And for the high-end players, you allow this way for them to continue going through the next stage and making more encounters. So it makes sense just to donate your compasses if you really don't have time to play. Just literally forget about this internal ranking, because it makes completely no difference whatsoever if you're the first or you're the last. If everyone makes the maximum of 60 encounters, it does not matter on which place you finish. The next battle, the second one of this video, we're gonna go against some more troops here. So just click on the battle, my troops are restored, and I like these layouts a lot. Now, these layouts with the wood in the middle, these are actually decent. Okay, this one maybe not so much as the previous one we had in the previous video, But still, that's very decent. So I know enemy has a cavalry here, but generally I don't care. So I just put my archers here, and my infantry is running away again. And I put my horses here with archers. Why horses? I told you last time. Okay, because I like the horses, they're strong. So really strong, and I use Sphinx as my wonder to boost them. So the damage output from them is really decent. So as you see now, Jaguars to occupy the archers, Spartans to help them. So we got quickly through this battle. See, everything is good. Now we didn't lost much, just we lost one archer here, and it's just because I put them all on the left side and there was a cavalry. Cavalry's top hit is on the impact. When they reach their target first, when they run, and you see it shows as if they're on like a speed up or something, like the wind, they have this animation. They have this kind of cavalry thing. When they reach the target, the impact makes a decent amount of damage. And so yeah, so that's how my archer quickly died, but then infantry took the cavalry, occupied, and protected the archers. Now, here I do just the same thing, but this time I'm not gonna be using horses because they will die. So I will just quickly eliminate this cannon and summon my Spartans to protect here the archers, and summon my horses out from here. So that's it. So as I am telling all the time that level 1 of the ATH is completely easy, level 2 is also very easy. Nothing serious, nothing extra hard. There is no place to struggle here. The only place you can struggle here is with the level 3, and also towards the last battles, like the middle battles. I would say the last battles are also easy. And now we return to the next battle when our troops are done, and we're gonna go for battling these pirates here. Now, 3 more battles to go to complete this video. So what do we have here? It's this layout for this amount of troops against us. Now, what you want to do is basically, you can go old-fashioned, like we've done on level 1. You're still gonna win it, and I love this layout. Because here you have no cannons, and infantry you need the most to keep enemy busy, especially in the next wave. Because this has exactly the amount of squares you need to put up archers. Finishes precisely here, so no waste of squares. And you put a siege. Now siege is very useful, like because when you get later in, for example, second waves, you get infantry against you, and the siege will do the most damage when you don't have enough troops. Like infantry will just distract them, and the siege will do the most damage with the help of your archers, of course. Now here is optional. You can put horses, you can put heavy infantry if you want, just to be kind of more on the safe side that you have some kind of infantry protecting your troops next wave, but I usually just put my own archers and forget about this. So that's how we begin. You need to summon jaguars. You see I dropped them here so that they fight the archers there. Now I will just unleash my horses, and there we have it. So must say that enemy heavy infantry troops are much more stronger than yours, and it's very difficult to remove them from the battlefield, so you could win. And yeah, but that's why we lost so many infantry, and our siege is not doing a lot of damage towards them. But the siege, as I told you, why I put it in the last battle, because here is the wave 2, we have a lot of infantry. We have 2 cannons, but the cannons will be easily eliminated with the help of the summoned troops. What we need to do is to help our infantry, because our infantry will distract these 3 groups of infantry, and by that time archers and the siege must be on time to eliminate them so we can win. So let's start the battle. And now Jaguars drop. And Jaguars usually finish this on their own. You see, they will win anyway, so we just put Spartans here to protect our back lines, and horses just randomly where you can. And that's how we win. We're already winners. We didn't lose no siege, no iron archers, no archers ourselves, only infantry as usual. That's what you want to aim for, because infantry is fastly restoring, and you don't have to wait a lot of time to get them back, so makes sense. Always try to lose only infantry if you can, or like I had in the previous battle, only 1 archer extra. So that's the point. Sometimes for the wave 2, as you saw in my previous battles here, I had my horses survive the first wave, but I did not put them for the second, because infantry will eliminate them, and at least 1, 2, or 3 of them, and there's no point. Just if I have infantry survived, I don't use horses, because I don't want to lose them. They take a longer time to restore. Now, let's continue with the next battle here, which is battle against these fellows here, and it's also 2-way. So just click on the battle, and as you see, first wave is very easy. The trick here is just to destroy the siege as fast as possible. Now here are many ways how you can proceed in this level here. You can use horses here instead of infantry, for example. You can even put it with a siege, and you can do like something like this. You can even have a space here for iron archers, and also you will have 2 more spaces for infantry. So you can go and do it like this. This is decent. Also you can change them with the siege by places, but I like just to keep them in front. Let's start the battle. We'll see how that goes here for us. Now quickly, siege, siege, done. And we fast win. So that's it. I didn't even summon the horses, so it's a very fast battle, very easy. Casualties are normally low, and you put these 2 infantry in the back because you will need a full infantry for the start of the wave 2. The wave 2, what's tricky about this battle, is a bit harder than the original, but still, enemy has no cavalry here. Thanks for that, and we just keep on rocking with our troops that survive. So now I put the full troops in front, but it's all wrong. So let's go and do it again. Firstly, you put these units. Why? Because cannon will shoot once. It will shoot once, and when it will shoot the closest infantry target. So you want these units to be shot first, because if the cannon hits this, you'll get less casualties than it hits this. So it's kind of makes sense here. Now we put it just the same way. There can be different layouts in here. When I will film next Alliance Treasure Hunts in the future, I will try to show you, but this is probably the best layout you can have for this battle, just because it has the cannons in the middle. So now all you want to do is to just start the battle. As usual, quickly, Jaguars on the siege, Spartans on the siege, and that's it. So basically, third commander is even optional, because we're still gonna win this, and this battle is easy, but the whole trick is all about the placement and demolishing the siege as fast as you can. That's it. So now we completed, and we get only 1 last battle standing in our way, which is a boss battle here, which will open for us a new area in the Alliance Treasure Hunt. Now this is where you meet the Gunnar. Yeah, I told you meet him on the level 3. No, it seems like he's here on level 2 already, just you couldn't see that by these 2 guys. So level 2 you get some standard troops with the cavalry, and here you get him. So Here are a few ways how to complete it now. It doesn't have siege here on the enemy side except for the boss himself, and he shoots and the damage is quite big. So what you need for the second wave, you need your infantry, right? So what you're gonna do is you can use something like this, for example. I still didn't restore my cavalry here. So no, you can use something like this, yeah, and with some iron arches on the back. Because what you want to do, if you want to save as much infantry as possible for the second wave. Now here is basically, it doesn't matter if you even use it like standard layout. You go for example, something like this. It doesn't really matter, just what matters is your commanders. Now the main way how the people are winning this battle is by using Alexander the Great, which is this guy here, because Alexander summons a wall, and the wall has 2 charges, so he would summon 2 walls in total, and these walls will distract the boss, because walls in this game, as you know, I'm always joking about that, a high priority for your troops and for enemy troops as well. Now, if you take fast the archers when the battle starts and just summon the walls behind the boss will get distracted and he will shoot less at your troops. So that's probably what we can try doing here. I usually prefer just to stick to these 3 commanders, but for the sake of this video we can use the Alexander. And you will see the boss turns around and hits the wall. Now let's start the battle, and as you see we got a wall here, so wall here, and you see boss distracted. And now, oh, I have lags, sorry. Oh my god! Okay, so sorry, I got some lags, my screen's, I don't know why it's dragging. So this one was a bit let down, we could have done it better. Now you see I will lose a lot of troops here just because of that mistake with my camera, which is now working stable when I lost everybody. But still we're gonna win this battle and we'll show you how. It's pretty much okay. We still have some infantry at least, which is okay. Now what you want to do is you're gonna put the siege here and put the archers here behind them and some iron archers. So the idea here is very simple. You don't need this guy anymore. So without the lags, when you play on the phone, you're gonna put the wall precisely just behind the boss, and you saw that the boss turned around the moment I summoned the wall. He turned around and started shooting the wall. Problem with the Alexander walls, he one-shots them. So it is useful to distract 2 shots, but not useful so much overall, so I will still stick to this basic setup. Now what you want to do here is you want to bolster your infantry, and you want to bolster it like this. So yeah, and you see infantry, we have just 1 guy, we lost him now, but our troops are covering the archers. That's what you want to do, and that's how you win. So either way, you see, we win, even with lags, even with misplacing something, and main idea is that I don't use Alexander, I use just Jaguars, Spartans, and cavalry summoned units. And I just usually summon them just behind the boss here, and that makes my life very easy. So now, as you see, I got Alliance Treasure Hunt special. This is the Carousing. Carousing is one of the most useful customizations for your domestic farms, because it provides you with 3 research points per day, and also it gives you 2 compasses, and these compasses are accumulated even when the Alliance Treasure Hunt is over, so you might start the next one with 20 or more compasses if you acquire more crows in. I told you about it in the first video, but still, I want to tell it again, it is very useful. And now we have unlocked our last 5 battles here. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next video where we will finish the level 2 of Alliance Treasure Hunt.